Hi, I'm Mark, and we're here with Mill Cottage Farm. We've got pigs, obviously, there's goats, there's alpacas, there's loads of animals, and we're here to de-stress for exams. It's an action-packed event, and this is Stressless Humans Live.
Good afternoon and welcome to CCI's Show in the Know when it comes to all things animals and well-being. You join us today live from Ravelin Park in Portsmouth. Hello, I'm Lloyd.
And I'm Lydia. And coming up on today's show, we'll be looking at my trip to Brent Lodge Wildlife Hospital. We'll be looking at what they do and what they do to help our wildlife. And we'll be talking to the event organiser and welfare sabbatical officer, Jamie Mitchell, about this fantastic event today.
Wonderful. Whilst Lydia visited the Wildlife Hospital, I was out on the streets of Portsmouth finding dogs and their walkers and talking to them quite extensively about why they choose to have pets. So don't miss that. And also, as an exclusive, we have Patricia Piotto coming to visit us, who is from, get this, the Britain's first ever dog cognition research centre right here from the University of Portsmouth. Fantastic.
Great. So today's show is all about animals and well-being. We'll be finding out what we do to help our animals and what they do to help us.
You can get involved in today's show. All you have to do is tweet us, you and a picture of your favourite companion or all of your companions, using the hashtag PetsOfCCI. We're going to pick the best one later on in the show, and there will be a much coveted prize coming up.
As you can see, we are joined by lots of furry friends today from the Mill Cottage Farm Experience, coming to you from the University of Portsmouth Student Union for Stressless Week. Any student can come along and relieve their stress.
In 2014, the RSPCA estimated that there were 21 million pets in the UK, excluding fish. So safe to say, that British people love their pets, love animals.
Really do. So we'll be talking to some of the students queuing up, and we'll even get involved ourselves with the animals. So let's head over to Mark to find out what the farm animals are.
Hi, we're here with Tom. He's one of the Mill Cottage Farm owners. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Mark. Good morning.
Thank you so much for coming to meet us today. This is so good. We're loving the event already.
Oh, fantastic. I'm glad it's such a good day.
So tell us a little bit about the farm. Tell us a little bit about the farm in general.
Yeah, we're a small farm based in Alton in Hampshire.
Yeah.
So it's about half an hour, 40 minutes away. And we go out to lots of schools and nurseries and residential homes and take the animals out as an educational and recreational experience.
So you do this all the time? There's always animals on the go?
We're out sort of pretty much every day. Yeah, that's right, with different animals. We rotate the animals so they all have like their little rest days. And they all have lots of fun, as you can see.
They'll have a rest day tomorrow now?
Yeah, that's right. Yep. So we've got like about 150 animals, and we bring about 30, say, out at a time.
That's amazing.
And they get rotated round, so yeah, they all get lots of fun and lots of rest as well.
And do you find that they do relieve stress for people? Are people liking it? Do people really?
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, here's real packed. People are loving it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we go to some residential homes where, like, some of the residents, they come out once a year just to see the animals. That's their like day out
Seriously?
of their bedroom. Yeah, indeed. Absolutely, it's very emotional for them.
Yeah.
Some of them have left lots of pets behind, you know, when they've gone into their homes, etc.
Oh, that's awesome. And do you know them all by name?
Yeah. This is Charlotte and this is Diana. They're the baby goats. They're about 6 weeks old. They're golden Guernsey kids. So yeah, they're.
What about the pig? I like the pigs. The pigs
yeah,
are my favourite.
that one's George.
Hi, George.
Yeah.
What I want to know, some parents don't even know the name of their kids sometimes. How do you remember them all?
Oh, that's tricky. We've got it all written down, but Yeah, because we're working with them on a daily basis. Then we get to know them very well, all their different personalities.
What sort of personalities this one got?
This one's a real bouncy, cheeky little girl. Yeah, she'll like jump on people's backs when we're sweeping things up. And
This one?
Yeah, she'll
I don't
jump
trust
on.
this one. I like. Is this a girl? Is this a girl?
Yeah,
I don't
that's
trust her very much.
Uh-huh.
Like, she looks like she's up to no good all the
Yeah,
time.
she could be
No,
up
no,
to
no.
mischief.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
indeed.
she's all right. So what's the future for the farm? Obviously, this is a real popular thing. I mean, I didn't realise how popular this would be, but I can only imagine how amazing it is when you go to the residential homes and all that sort of thing.
Sure, and
Like,
to the
it's-
schools.
Yeah, and the schools.
indeed.
I guess, what is the future going to be? Carry on doing the same thing? Are you
Yeah,
going to expand? What's going on?
Basically, probably carry on pretty much as we are, really.
Yeah.
We have like 2 trailers running at any one time.
Sorry, there's a sheep fighting a pig behind you.
They're up to mischief.
Yeah, no, exactly. But they're all really well behaved,
Yeah, so
sort
we
of.
carry on pretty much as we are, really.
No, it's
Yeah,
it's
indeed.
literally amazing
Yeah.
what you do. Like, and it's amazing that people don't know that people do things that it's for the community. But this is
Yeah.
such like an amazing thing.
Perfect.
And I love how like good you lot are with animals and stuff. Like, it's like they're like your friends, aren't they? If you work with them all
exactly.
the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So who is your favourite?
I think my favourites would be the goats, actually, the goats and the donkeys.
Thank you so much. Now we're going to Lydia and Lloyd to tell us all about the social media competition. Thank you so much to Tom.
Thank you. Thanks for that insight, Mark. As you can see, it's an absolutely fabulous day here on Gunhouse Green in Portsmouth. It's also a really, really popular event today. People are still pouring through the gate
They
here every minute.
Yes, but let's take a look at the tweets you guys have been sending through. You never know, you might win our little goodie bag. So at first we have @Fatima, who sent in a picture of Matty, which means Teddy in Hungarian. She's a rescue dog. She's Anna's dog.
So cute.
Very lovely dog.
Next we had Adam, who tweeted us a picture of his dog there, as you can see, sprawled out on the rug.
Well, lovely dog. And we have @Kelly, love little Bill and her lovely little dog.
Next up was Ali, and she tweeted us a picture of her little lion lady,
Well,
sat there with a nice
aw.
coffee.
Lovely cat. And then we have @Megan Jane Cox, and she has a Staffordshire Bull Terrier called Badger, which actually matches the colours of the dog. Okay, guys, so make sure you keep sending your tweets in. We have until 2:10 until we announce the winner.
Do you have any pets, Lydia?
I do. I have a dog called Rosie and a cat called Sid.
Oh, wonderful. While we're talking about dogs, as I said earlier, there are 9 million owned dogs in the UK. I went out to meet just a handful of them and their owners. Let's see what their owners had to say.
It means that when you come home, you're never without that company.
She's my life companion.
They're lifelong friends.
And she just, lifts my spirit, I suppose.
Is a great benefit to the whole family. She's a real de-stressor.
If I didn't have her, I would literally just be kind of at home, like wallowing a bit and, really down. But she makes me have to do things.
Every day we go out and we walk along the seafront, and it's funny because we walk in all weathers because the dog has to be walked, which is great for us because it gives us exercise. It's social. I don't think we ever go for a walk without speaking to somebody. So if you are on your own, we always say you're never alone with a dog.
Because if you come out with a dog, everybody talks to you. You find they want to know what the dog is, who it is, all about the dog, not about you personally, but it's amazing how many friends you make just walking a dog.
But it does get you to know more people, like, outside of your friends and your job. It's like another sort of circle of friends.
But it just seems so wrong to be having more and more dogs out there when there are so many dogs who are unwanted, really.
The rescue dog, they're more sensitive as a normal because they're very more loyalty to the new master because what they happen in their life.
But it's very admirable that people do that, and I think probably you get even more back from a sense of well-being for that. They're still the same as all the other dogs. Every dog deserves a second chance.
They're looking for love, so.
always say to my husband, I can't imagine life without a dog.
Hi, we're back outside and I'm with Jamie Mitchell and Hannah Morton. Now they are the guys that have organised this whole event. So tell us, what was the idea behind it? Who arranged it? What's going on? Tell me everything.
Well, the idea about it is in line with our Stress Less campaign that we've got going on, because at the moment a lot of students are going through very heavy assignment and exam deadlines.
Which you can't tell at the moment, but then
But it's a great chance for just getting a bit of a revision break. You know, it's always good to, if you've been studying library for like 10 hours or however long, it's nice to just come out and relax the brain, because you end up learning a bit more because you've done so. So it was a bit of a poem from last year, so we had Pet the Puppy from last year, and through student feedback, that's why we got more animals, and farm now.
Whose idea was it?
So we'd had a look at what various other unions did, and there were a number of unions that had done petting zoos before. We thought, why not give it a try ourselves? We had a chat with the subs,
Yeah.
see what they thought. They were like, yeah, go for it, and it's been going so well today. It's just something we to be able to get more people in. They're not queuing as much as they were for like the puppies last year, and it's just,
I mean,
it's great.
It helps how good the weather is.
Yes.
But, but this is an incredible event. I mean, genuinely, like, look at it. Like, this is.
The turnout's been like this since we started. It hasn't gone down at all.
I'm not even joking. When I first came in, it looked like a Red Hot Chili Peppers thing. Literally coming in, there are people everywhere. Like, this has really worked. I mean, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
How do you think it's gone with the students? Because obviously they're all here and they're enjoying it. But are they saying it's de-stressing them?
So
Yeah.
when people are leaving, we've got like a little feedback team getting some comments from people, and I did a little bit earlier, and people were just saying how amazing it is, and like people just love the fact that they were able to hold
Yeah.
a bunny rabbit and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like, it's so simple but really effective.
Because it isn't something that you'd think, like if you're sitting there thinking what would de-stress me, you don't think, oh, let's go hold a duck. Do you see what I mean?
No.
But weirdly, when you do go hold a duck, like I've just been in there with a pig and I'm not stressed at all.
Yeah.
I'm very happy. And
Makes you very
it
relaxed,
is.
Yeah, I mean, there have been studies that have actually proven that being around animals and being able to stroke them and be part of that does help sort of release better endorphins and make you feel stressed.
Yeah.
And it's just being able to take a break as well and come out in the sun and just not worry about your exams for a little bit.
This is important at this time as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because students,
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
I would say it's probably one of the most stressful times of the year.
yeah, definitely. And it's definitely what I've noticed from people as well is everyone seems to it seems to work because people seem to have forgotten about exams, and
Yeah.
that is what you've got to do.
Definitely. That's
Yeah.
the whole idea of the
Yeah.
event. It's just that little break. So
Yeah, exactly. That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for talking
That's
to
all
us.
right.
So, animals are great friends and companions, but what can we do for them? Lydia took a trip to the hospital to see how we can help the animals out. Thank you so much. No, it was real good. Thank you so much, you two. Really appreciate it. And genuine.
Hello, I'm here at Brent Lodge Wildlife Trust. We're going to talk to the manager, Emma Pink, about what they do here to help the animals. So let's take a look inside.
Hi, I'm Emma Pink and I am the Animal Care Manager for Brent Lodge.
Okay. So what does Brent Lodge do?
We are a wildlife hospital that deal with the sick, injured and orphan wildlife. Our aim is to rehabilitate and release them back into the wild as soon as we can.
Okay, so how many animals do you have here at the minute?
We take between 2,500 and 3,000 a year. Currently we have probably about 150 to 200 on site at the minute, but it can vary throughout the year. We're just coming to a height of the season now, so we're just about to explode and come into our really busy time. And then we quieten down a little bit, have a bit of a lull before our next busy season. So.
Okay, so do you want to give us a little look around?
Of course, yeah. So this is the hospital ward. This is where we do most of our work. There are outside aviaries where the rehabilitation side of it is done. But this is the hospital side, if you like, so the medical side of it. We've got a few things in residence at the minute. We've got a few gulls that have come into us. A lot of them have come in with enteritis and botulisms, where they've just become weak through eating rubbish. We've got some hedgehogs with us at the minute. These are the last of our winter lot. So they all came in too small to survive the winter season, and they need to be about 600 grams to survive the season. So they'd have come in, the smallest one I think we got was about 91 grams in the middle of winter, so they just clearly wouldn't have survived. but we do have quite a few of them with us at the minute. So they're just getting up to size now so they can be released back into gardens where they belong. We do have indoor aviaries, so we have our pigeon aviaries and our slightly smaller ones. So when they arrive, they're kept on an individual basis, so we can monitor them from any disease to make sure they're eating, make sure they're doing well, and then we get them into an aviary environment where they can learn to fly upwards, basically, build those on that muscle tone before they go out. These are intensive care units, basically. These can cost, these ones, between £500 and £600 a unit, and the smaller ones between £300 and £400, so they're really expensive bits of kit, but they're just invaluable to our work. So we release them as and when they're good and ready, really. There's no particular sort of time scale, to be honest. Some of them do really well very quickly and become very independent very quickly. Some of them need a bit of extra help, so it just depends on the individual, really. But we just give them as much time as they need, which we think is important. Not to give time scales, because some things just take time, so that's fine by us. We do have a special little chap in here. This is our first baby tawny owl of the year. We do get quite a few every year that have fallen out of the nest. The good thing about tawnies is generally when they're slightly older than this, they can physically get themselves back into their nest, they can climb, so they're really quite clever.
So how much does it cost to feed on the animals here?
Okay, so the food bill is astronomical every year. We do get a huge amount donated, which is fantastic as a charity. So a lot of people pop in with the odd tin of cat food and dog food. We get sacks of seed donated and all sorts. We do have to buy specific foods in, so it's like these little guys, we have to buy in frozen chicks and mice and bits and pieces, which isn't nice. So I'm not entirely sure of the cost because we just get it in. we let other people worry about the money. But it is an astronomical cost every year. But like I say, we are lucky enough to have amazing supporters that will support us all the way and bring in food when we're desperate, so we're really quite lucky.
So when you talk about animals being stressed, do you believe that working with animals helps relieve stress?
Relieve my stress. I love my job, and I'm incredibly lucky to do what I do. I've volunteered here when I was 12 and I've been here ever since. So I was bitten by the bug and that's it, it's not gone away. So it does relieve stress, but also I think for me there's an element of paying back what we have destroyed. A lot of the animals that come in are here through human cause. Pollution, lots of nests being cut out of trees and disturbed, cars. There's so many different things that we do to contribute towards them being here in the first place that the wildlife hospitals like us are just trying our best to sort of work our way back and give back to what we've taken away. Especially with hedgehogs, you know, the hedgehogs are in such a bad way at the minute, predominantly human cause. You know, habitat destruction, pesticides, roads, all sorts of things. They could be extinct by 2020 because we aren't doing enough to help.
So what do you think the future is?
Well, we've got a lot of changes happening at the minute. We've got lots of building work going on, new barns being built, and it's all about trying to make our site and us financially self-sufficient. We want to be able to, you know, raise enough money in our charity shops and things like that to make us self-sufficient. So any other money we get in is a bonus. So then we can update facilities and make it the best we can make it. That's our primary concern, is that the animals getting the very best they can get whilst they're with us. Always constantly updating, always, you know, trying to strive to do better. So the future's kind of bright at the minute. We're seeing a bit of we've got a 5 to 10 year plan ahead of us, and we're looking to move forward to increase our size, to take in more patients, to help more animals, and just become more well known generally, in order that we can pass on the message to others. You know, the educational side, side of it as well. You know, don't pick up baby birds, don't do this. It's all things like that. Just trying to make generally wildlife more in the public eye, if you like.
Okay, well thank you so much for showing us around. It's lovely.
No worries at all.
It's great to see all the good work you put in.
Fabulous, no problem at all.
Thank you.
Thank you, no worries.
So this is just one of thousands of animal hospitals in the UK that strive for volunteers and donations to survive. Let's hope there's a long future for Brent Lodge and all the people that work here.
Thanks, Mark. And Lydia, you saw so much at Brent Woods, the lodge, obviously.
Yes.
What was it like?
It was great. It was lovely to see how they work with their animals and help them get better. It was nice to see all different kinds. I've never seen a fox cub before. And I've never seen an owl baby before, so that was great to see.
And how long is the process of rehabilitation for the animals?
It depends on the injuries that they have. Some might take a couple of weeks, some might be a couple of months. And if they are become too humane, they might stay. Sometimes they keep the animals there.
It was great to see the tawny owl on the mend as well.
It was. Now, they say that dog is a man and woman's best friend, but why is this relationship so unique? As we mentioned earlier about Britain's first dog cognition research centre, we are now joined by PhD candidate Patricia Piotti, who is part of the research. Hello.
Now, nice to meet you too. Patricia, we know that you can't tell us all about your research, but how long have you been studying dog cognition now?
I'm doing now my third year of PhD. Last year I'm doing kind of part-time, so it's all together on my fourth year here in Portsmouth studying this.
Wonderful. Why do you think dog cognition is vitally important, not only for us humans, but also for the dogs?
Well, one reason why we are particularly interested in dog cognition specifically of all species is that dogs are very similar in some of the social behaviors compared to humans. When you go and compare them to other, for example, domesticated animals. So one behavior is that, for example, they can understand, one human behavior they can understand very well is pointing, so like when you point at something.
Yes.
When it's specifically in a cooperative context, dogs seem to be able to understand it particularly well, even better than our closest relative, which is the chimpanzee. Dogs in this context, they outperform chimpanzees, and they've been even compared to wolves, which are dogs' closest relative.
Yes.
And when they're raised in similar conditions, unless wolves receive extensive training, dogs still outperform them. So it doesn't necessarily seem to be only the conditions they live on, or the kind of the growing up situation. So it seems they are really similar somehow to humans. So they help us understanding certain elements of cognition in general.
Wonderful. I believe Lydia has a question now for you.
Okay.
Could you tell us why scientists think dogs have been man's best friend for so long?
Okay, so dogs have been the first domesticated species. One hypothesis is they've been domesticated between, their domestication started between 30,000 years ago. But also they have gone through a quite peculiar and unique kind of domestication where humans have been using them for a number of situations where it was really important for dogs to be able to understand us, understand our communication, they all included cooperation. So for example, if you think about hunting and later on herding. So one hypothesis is that dogs may have adapted to the life with humans, and they have through evolution really developed skills to understand humans.
Wonderful. And just quickly before we run out of time, do you want to introduce your companion? Because we can't not give him any airtime, can we?
Of course, this is my dog.
Wonderful. Well,
Thank you.
Thank you so much for enlightening us, Patricia, about dog cognition and for showing us how we can help dogs and how they can help us too.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic insight. Now let's pop back over to Mark, who I believe is with some students, finding out how they've enjoyed the event so far.
Okay, we're back outside again, and now we're with the students finding out what they thought about the day. How are you finding the animals today?
Honestly, yeah, they're very cute. The alpacas are my favorite. They're so fluffy. I did not expect them to be that fluffy, to be honest. So
they kind of look like a sofa, but with a head, don't they?
Yeah, like exactly. I feel like I could just get some, just get all that, the fluff and just sit, jump on it, you know?
And has this helped you de-stress? That's the main thing.
Yeah, it has, definitely. I have a massive exam on Friday, so I was very stressed this morning, and I came here and just pet all the animals, and then now I definitely feel better. So
when you get into that exam, think about the alpacas, and I hope they will make you feel better, and they will help you pass that exam. Thank you so much. We're going to move on now. Okay, let's find out what some other students. Hello. What's your name?
Emma.
Emma. Well, how are you finding today? Is this de-stressing you at all?
Yeah, definitely. We've got some exams coming up next week.
When's your exam next week?
Next Tuesday.
And is the alpaca helping?
It is. Yeah, they're lovely.
See, the alpaca's helping.
It's a really good weather as well, so it's nice just to be outside.
What's your favourite animal here today?
Oh, I like the little piggy.
Pig is the best. The pig was on my lap earlier. The pig is the best, and it's helped me de-stress. And I know if these animals help you pass the exam, then this is all worth it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Let's go. Let's find out what some other people think about today. You see the alpacas. It's a good day. Everyone's loving their lives. Everyone's enjoying themselves. Here we have someone else. What is your name?
Sydney.
Sydney, thank you so much. How are you enjoying today?
I'm loving it, yeah, I love animals.
Is this helping you de-stress?
It is. I've got a lot of exams, so it's really helpful. Like, just have a nice little break and go out and see the animals. It's nice.
Have you any pets at home?
No, I don't.
You don't. So this is like your way of getting a pet, except you don't have to feed them, you don't have to look after them, and they don't do anything on your floor that you have to clean up. They do it here, and then it doesn't even bother you.
Exactly.
So this, would you come to this again? If you did, so this is a good idea, isn't it? Everyone's loving it. This is really, really good. I'm loving it. I'm less stressed. I'm enjoying myself. Right, let's keep going. Thank you so much. This is amazing. This is probably the greatest day I've ever had. So if we come in here, we can ask some other students what they think about their day. We've got some little guinea pigs here. We've got the puppies. Hello, what's your name?
Hannah.
Hannah, are you having a good day today?
I have a very good day, yes.
This is the main important thing, is this de-stressing you at all?
It is de-stressing, yes. It's nice to have dogs here because I've got dogs at home. So it's like
You
a
got
little bit
dogs,
at home.
are you missing
Yeah,
them?
I am, yeah.
So this is helping you out a lot?
It is, yeah.
So I hope this has worked out, because everyone seems to be having a good time. Everyone seems to be de-stressing. I just hope this works, and I hope this helps you to pass your exams.
So do I. I think it will.
Thank you so much. Let's have one more whiz round here. And if we get an interview with the puppy. Okay then, right. So now we've seen all the animals. It's over to Lloyd and Lydia for the moment we've been waiting for, the winner of the pets competition.
Thanks once again, Mark. Now, Lydia, we have been receiving some absolutely amazing photos of pets of all colours, shapes, sizes, and even species. So, should we take a look at some of our favourites from the show?
Let's crack on. Right, so we got one from @MaisieElizabeth, and this is my pup Dave, my #1 boy.
Aww.
Lovely dog.
We have also, Hayley has tweeted us, these are my dwarf hamsters, Steve and Norman. What great names for hamsters.
That is a great name for hamsters. Then we have @Molly Lucas. This is my cat. His name is Kit Kat. Lovely name.
We have Marcus, who has tweeted us, Jensen, having a quick checkup at the vets. Unfortunately, he's got a bit of arthritis, but he seems happy enough in the photo, doesn't he?
Yeah, he looks lovely. And then we have Hey Jade. This is Princess Bubblegum, who's a gerbil, more like a gerbil. Cringe.
Loving the shades on the gerbil.
Yeah, lovely
Definitely,
gerbil.
he'd need those on Gunhouse Green today, wouldn't he, for
He
sure.
would.
We also have George Richards, who has tweeted us, this is my pooch Usher, in his natural environment. As you can see, he's having a peep out the window. He wants to see who's coming to your door.
And I think it's probably time to announce who the winner is, and it has to be @Hey Jade for her Princess Bubblegum gerbil with his sunglasses on.
Bubblegum the gerbil has won the competition, and it was such a tough decision. There were some
really
amazing
was.
contenders in there today, so thank you.
It was great. So thank you for sending your photos in. You have won your goodie bag. And make sure, if you want to catch up on any shows that you've missed so far, go to ccichannel.port.ac.uk. Follow us on Twitter @CCITV or on Facebook.
And if you're looking for another action-packed show, make sure you keep May the 27th totally free in your diary, totally clear, because CCI TV will be bringing you a 3-hour live broadcast from the heart of the CCI faculty. So stay tuned for that. As ever, thank you for watching and goodbye.
Goodbye.